Hey everybody, it's Dave, and I'm here to tell you about the course syllabus. When you go onto the Moodle site, which I have on the screen here, you're going to go up to the course information section and open up the syllabus information folder. There's going to be 4 documents inside. The very first one is what we'll discuss in this video, which is the course syllabus. And when you click on that, the course syllabus will open up, and we'll go ahead and do a quick read through of it. The top section here above the line tells you that you are in Art History 3, and this is a survey class of Western art from prehistory right on through the Middle Ages. In fact, we even get up to the first 100 years or so of the Renaissance. The instructor is me. I'm Dave Pluff, and you can reach me at david.pluff@chaffey.edu. The emails that I get, I always respond within 24 hours. So if for some reason you don't hear back from me, please email me again. And it's usually because the server was down or for some reason I couldn't access the email. Up top here, we have the class information, which isn't too important for us since we're at an online class. And the only thing that's really important is the section number. So if you could use section 96299 when you send me an email and tell me you're in my class, that helps me out a lot because most of us who teach online teach several classes, and what happens is we get an email that says, hey, I'm in your online class, I have a question about something, and I can't really answer that because I don't know which online class you're in. So definitely mention that you're in Art History 3 and section 96299. Below that is the course catalog description, which says that this class is a survey of architecture, sculpture, and painting of past civilizations or past cultures from the ancient beginnings of art of the Western world through the medieval period. That's pretty dry, doesn't explain a whole lot, so I came up with a little bit better course overview. This course covers the beginnings of human civilization to the 14th century. This survey of pre-modern art will focus on the context, people, and ideas that generated it. We will also look carefully at what makes these works unique and how they create their meaning. In the process, students will learn how to make detailed visual observations of artworks and how to interpret such images for their various messages. The student learning outcomes are also very important. Upon completing this course, you should be able to demonstrate a broader knowledge of key artworks and architecture in their historical context, a comprehension of relevant art historical terms and analysis, and an understanding and appreciation for individual, social, and cultural diversity through the visual arts. The course content and method of instruction. This is an online class, and we're going to use platforms such as Microsoft Word and PowerPoint. We'll have a tremendous amount of online videos accessible through YouTube. The required text is Gardner's Art Through the Ages, The Western Perspective, and we're looking at Volume 1. They do come in 2 volumes. In fact, some editions come in as many as 5 volumes. But we're looking at Gardner's Art Through the Ages, Volume 1, Western Perspective, and we're using the 14th edition. And I think I've got a copy of it down here. Excuse me for just a minute. Here I am. This is the copy of the text. And so you can kind of see it's a fresco painting of a guy reaching out with his hand there. That's the 14th edition. You can purchase it, and I believe you can rent it from the bookstore, although I haven't double-checked the rental possibility yet, or through online sources. And you can definitely rent these books through Amazon as well. For the projects in this class, we have 4 projects that are going to be due over the course of the semester, and each student is expected to complete them. The 3-part Early Civilization project fulfills the general education writing requirement for the course, because this is a GE class and I do have to have a fairly intensive writing project. The due dates for all projects can be found on Moodle, as well as the individual project instruction sheets. I'll also let you know in the weekly videos and weekly instructions. When you turn in projects or quizzes or anything at all, I'm asking that you turn them in using specific formats. Please use either a Word document or a PDF file. And if you turn in images, generally a JPEG is fine, or a TIFF format. Either of those are great. If you have PowerPoint on your computer, that is terrific, because right now I've got a lot of my presentations via PowerPoint. I'm going to try to create those using this Screencast-O-Matic program and have those uploaded onto YouTube, because I think that's going to be better for all of us, although it may not be 100% depending on the time that I have. But I think most of them I'll be able to change over into kind of this little bit more video format. As far as the examinations go, I don't like the midterm and final setup. I would much rather keep you engaged every single week with weekly quizzes. And the quizzes will alternate between a very basic true-false multiple choice format to I've done compare and contrast, I've done one-page essays. It really can be a multitude of different things. And so each week the quiz will be a little bit different, and you do want to set some time aside for that. And please don't wait until Sunday night to do the quiz. It's much better to do it earlier in the week and keep your weekend free. But each week through the instructions, I'll let you know what the quiz is going to be like and such. So let's see what else. Course requirements. We're going to have these areas where you can gain points. The Moodle project we're going to have you do this week. It's very, very simple. It's uploading an image and writing a short paragraph about yourself on Moodle. Annotated bibliography is the first part of our Early Civilizations project. That's also worth 25 points. The artist statement and artwork, that's going to be worth 50 points. Do not worry about that at this time. And it's a very easy project to complete. The Early Civilizations paper, that's our little bit more intensive writing project. Intensive meaning more than one page of writing. Probably about 3 to 4 is what I'm going to be looking for. That's worth 100 points, and then there's going to be a dozen quizzes, so a total of 300 points. The quiz points will vary depending on how difficult or how easy the quiz is going to be. Sometimes the quizzes are true-false multiple choice, they're probably worth 20 points. Something more of an essay might be worth 30 or 40 points. Course total is 500, and you can see below the sliding scale that I use. It is a 10% sliding scale, so basically 450 to 480, or excuse me, to 500, that's in your A range. 400 to 450 is the B. 350 to 400 is a C. 300 to 350 a D, and below that is an F. I might offer extra credit. I normally do, in fact, but it is available to everyone. It is never offered on an individual basis, so don't come to me at the end of the semester and tell me that, hey, I really need 100 points of extra credit. Can I do extra assignments? And the answer is no. I do have to be fair and equitable to everyone in the course, so please make sure that you keep up with all the work throughout the semester. Once we end the semester, the final grades for this course are due to the registrar's office December 21st, so it's much earlier than we normally see in the fall. And you will be able to view your grades online right after the first of the year on January 2nd, 2018. If for some reason I made a mistake on your final letter grade, please contact me and let me know. If I do not hear from you by January 16th, I will assume everything is perfect and correct. That's kind of my window where I can still go through and change grades. I always give the analogy, it's kind of like pouring concrete. When you first pour it, it's still very flexible and you can go through and correct mistakes, but once January 16th, the cement kind of hardens and you can't change the grade after that point. Please note that all other requests for grade changes would be considered a demand to falsify a grade, and you will be forwarded to the Dean of Students' office for disciplinary action. I can't say I've had too much of that happen, but occasionally I do have students who demand higher grades just for breathing, and that just doesn't work. So please make sure that your grades are correct once you receive them. As far as attendance goes, this is an online class, so you are responsible for setting aside time each week to work on the class. I suggest using the same time frame each week. For instance, Monday nights from 7 to 10 works out really well for people, although in the fall we have Monday night football, so maybe Tuesday night would be better for you. By doing it the same time every week, it becomes a habit. And again, try to do this early in the week. Don't wait until the last minute to try to read and do the quiz. It does not end well. And of course, I'd like you to have your weekends free also. So please make sure that you turn in and work on these projects and the assignments we do throughout the semester early in the week. When you email me, remember that email is an important communication tool, especially in an online class. An email is a letter, it's not a text, and you need to use it correctly. Again, make sure that you list your name and specific class. For instance, 94088 was one of the classes I had in the past. Remember that your number is 96299. So please make sure that you've got that when you email me. And of course, always email me directly. There is a Moodle messaging option. Please don't use that. And then the last few things here deal with academic integrity. Please do not cheat in my class. I will catch you and it will not be pretty. Academic dishonesty is defined as an intentional act of deception in which a student seeks to claim credit for the work or effort of another or uses unauthorized materials or fabricated information in any academic work. This could include cheating, fabrication, assisting in dishonesty, tampering, and plagiarism. Both myself and Chaffey College have a zero-tolerance policy. Violation could result in a failing grade for the assignment, a failing grade for the course, expulsion from the school, or you could even be brought before a judicial review panel. If you have any questions about academic integrity, there's a policy on academic honesty in your college catalog, or you can email me as well. The art class content disclaimer states that in the study of art, students can expect to encounter and critically appraise materials that may differ from and perhaps challenge familiar understandings, ideas, and beliefs. Art classes frequently include physical nudity, content and imagery that may be considered controversial, offensive, or in conflict with some ethical or religious beliefs. Diverse ideas will be discussed with civility and cooperation. Students are encouraged to meet with myself to express specific concerns. And finally, the Moodle site. Moodle is an integral part of the class, and you must access this site regularly. In fact, let me bring it up here a little bit further so you can read it. Moodle contains information such as the course syllabus, lecture schedule, study guides, class announcements, projects, website links, videos, and a running total of your scores. So always access that. And with that, that's going to be the end of the syllabus. In other videos, I will cover the lecture schedule as well as the late policy.